What's up, film peeps? This is Mike coming with you with my Arrow video at last. I know you have all been waiting with bated breath, but I'm sorry to have kept you up waiting. Once again, my sexy yet dumb ass decided that I should not be in focus the first time I shot this interview. But anyway, onward with the video. So today I'm gonna do just Arrow videos, even though to the left I got some Kino, to the right I got some Shout, but I'm just gonna do Arrow, and then I'll put, you know, those other two some other time. But before that, given that I had to once again make up for a past mistake, I'm gonna drink twice. And today's drink, Monkey Shoulder, which was recommended to me, thank you to the Scotch subreddit. Apparently it's a good, you know, decent mixing Scotch, you know, for cocktails and stuff like that. I tried it with it was Coca-Cola, and it was not bad. But I'm definitely looking into as well, you know, trying all the mixing stuff and cocktails. So if you got any suggestions, please let me know, you know. I like it better than the Johnny Walker. It's a little bit smoother, you know. I'll take the second one later. So the way I've ordered these so far is separating Arrow Academy and just the very like regular Arrow video titles. So on the left, Arrow Academy, alphabetical order. On the right, Arrow Video, alphabetical order. So starting with The Apartment. This is in my top 10, maybe top 20. I really haven't figured out, you know, anything beyond just top 5. And this is such an outstanding movie, a perfect comedy and tragedy together. It's you know, so funny is that people would ask the director Billy Wilder, you know, whenever he'd make a cynical movie, when are you going to make a comedy? And then he'd make a comedy, when are you going to make a cynical movie? And this one, while not being cynical, it has its dark moments, it has its tragedy in it, and it's so, I think that's what makes the ending that much sweeter. I love it. It's near and dear to my heart, and when I wanted to know if I should get it, I checked it out from the library, and I loved it immediately. And I paid, this was out of print by the time I watched it, so I paid the 50, 60 bucks, whatever it costs to get this, and it's well worth it. Oh, there's a little sad dent right here I don't like. Next one is Gosford Park, and I got this from the MVD sale a couple weeks ago with the hope that this would come with the booklet, which, you know, this, in the past video I said I don't like it that much, but when companies don't put booklets, but you know what? Luckily, and for those of you who don't know, is Arrow with some titles, I guess it's a rights issue maybe, but they retain the right to post the booklet in a PDF format on the website. And so I will let you guys know. I looked at some of the titles, so I will put in the description which ones I know have a PDF booklet that you can download. So now I don't need to go searching for it, although I'm a completionist, as so many of us are. I might one day spend the cash just to get a copy of this with the booklet, but thankfully it won't be for a while now that I have the PDF downloaded, which is only for members, by the way, so which you got to sign up. It's for free, so just sign up, register with the Arrow website. You'll be able to download this and like Carrie and a few other PDFs. And this one is a double bill, or not double bill, that's not what it freaking means, but this is 2 copies of the same movie, Cinema Paradiso by Giuseppe Tornatore. This is a heartfelt, wonderful, beautiful, sad, lovely movie. And I have 2 copies because, you know, I wanted to own the movie. I didn't know too much about Region B at the time. Got this from Arrow, by the time that I got it, you know, the booklet was out of print, and when I found out that Barnes & Noble here in the U.S. has its own, you know, exclusive slipcover that comes with the booklet, I paid the $20-30 for it. I think it was 20 actually at the time. It was one of those, you know, for those who don't know, during the 50% off sales that Barnes & Noble will have, you know, twice a year for Criterions, they actually do the same thing for Arrow Video. And they don't advertise it as well. They don't. It's not a huge thing. So if you know, you know. So that's when I picked it up. I paid $20 for it now that I remember. So I gotta sell this someday. But I'll probably do it super cheap too, just to get rid of it. Next one is the Poetic Trilogy by Mohsen Makhmalbaf. This one I got because of Elliot Cohen. You know, he championed it. He wants people to get it, and so I just got it. I was like, done. I'll take your word for it. So one of these, I think, not this week, but probably next week, I'm just going to do a quick watch, react. Same thing with the other one, watch, react, and I'll, you know, maybe later on do more about it. I'm over here moving my hands like I'm back on the block. This is John Ford's My Darling Clementine. So for my past video, when I said I was going to watch Ford at Fox, this is the version that I'm going to watch. And I got this one secondhand because I think it's out of print now, because it comes with it's a limited edition. It comes on the disc too, a pre-release version of My Darling Clementine, and a HD film master of Frontier Marshal starring Randolph Scott. So gotta have the complete version. Night of the Hunter, again, another title I got before learning about, you know, limited edition or first print runs. So maybe one day I'll see if I can scrounge up the booklet. Three Brothers, don't know much about it, but it's here. 3 films by Jia Zhangke, highly praised. Still haven't gotten around to it, but I will one day, and I will definitely let you know. This is Woody Allen, 1979 to 1985. The reason why I got it was because it came with Manhattan, which is one of his most popular ones, as well as The Purple Rose of Cairo. And I had already seen Annie Hall, so I didn't feel the need to get that one. But unfortunately, I didn't do my research, didn't know this was limited edition, and now if I want the other 2 boxes, I'm gonna have to pay a lot of money. So maybe someday, maybe in a year or 2, I will shell out the money and get the other ones. That's the last of the Arrow Academy. And this is the first of my Arrow video, An American Werewolf in London, limited edition. The reason I'm not, again, as I think I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge horror fan, but when it comes to prominent, important horror movies, I will get them and I will watch them just to see and understand about them. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, especially because it has comedic elements, and if you can make me laugh and scared at the same time, I'm here for it. Again, important, historical, Dario Argento. So I will be looking for the limited edition copies of, you know, Deep Red and Suspiria and Tenebrae, and, you know, his most famous ones. I'm not going to be a completionist for Dario Argento, but, you know, the most prominent, what is the genre called again? Giallos. Yeah, I'm going to get the biggest ones. So Day of the Jackal, haven't seen it yet, but it's supposed to be good. Got De Niro and De Palma, early films, limited edition. The only reason why I got it was just because it's early De Niro and early De Palma. It'll be nice and interesting to see what, you know, how they started, but I don't expect these to be, you know, fantastic movies. They're just more for education's sake. Donnie Darko, one of my first Arrows, and my first Arrow limited edition, which I didn't know at the time, but I am in love with the set. I think it's a great movie, surprisingly great movie for a first-time director that unfortunately it seems to be a one-hit wonder. Yeah, so it's good. You know, if you love this movie, put the money out for it. It's worth it. But if you just like it, get the standard. You don't need the the whole thing. You don't need the thick book. It's a book, not even a booklet. It's a book that comes with it. And I haven't seen the director's cut yet, but common consensus is that it's not as good as theatrical. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's such a great movie. I have the Criterion up here behind these, and once they announced, I had to have it. Pretty much, I have no compunction with double dipping, because I love supplements. I love learning and appreciating movies more than I already do. So I will definitely get multiple copies of the same movie if they have, either better transfers and different, supplements, which this one has a thicker booklet than the Criterion. And it has the, For No Good Reason, documentary based off of the illustrator Ralph Steadman. So limited edition exclusive, gotta have it. Next one, Fish Called Wanda. Funny as hell, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And at first viewing, I didn't care for the first half. It was a lot of build up, a lot of setup for me, which, by the end of the movie is totally worth it, because it all pays off and it's so funny. And every single time that freaking Kevin Kline yells "asshole," it just gets funnier and funnier until the last one, which is the funniest. It's so many good jokes. But after my first viewing, and I've seen it 2 more times since then, I appreciate the first half that much more. It has its funny moments. It's just that, with the setup, it kind of got in the way at first viewing. But I appreciated the jokes and the humor in the first half after seeing it, more than once. Last House on the Left. I only got it because, one, it's what's his name? Wes Craven's first movie, and it was like $17 on like Bull Moose or Hamilton Book. I think Hamilton Book. So, maybe someday. My girlfriend apparently likes it, and she's watched it, so I might watch it with her. She's the horror fan. This is Nikatsu Diamond Volume 1. Again, got it for its importance, especially because Seijun Suzuki, whom I want to watch more of. Gosh, that book, that early Suzuki is gonna kill me once I try digging for it and trying to get it, but or get them. I think it's two volumes. But this one, I have Volume 2 on the way, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Old Boy. Do I have to say anything else? It's as soon as they announced it, as soon as I saw what they were putting on it, I had to have it. If there's a 4K release, I might. And if it's a good transfer, I'll get that one too someday, and I'll use that as my viewing copy. But you can't beat this. You can't beat all of the supplements. Like, look at that. Disc 2, Old Days, an acclaimed feature-length documentary off of Park Chan-wook's masterpiece, which I have to say now, because Tony Raines corrected me in saying it's not Park Chan-wook, it's Park Chan-wook. W silent, and 3.5 hour video diary. So, but if you haven't listened to it already, there's an Arrow Video podcast with Sam Ashurst, and I'll put his name down below. And I listened to it for this one, and they highly recommend that 3.5 hour freaking diary. So someday, but I'm waiting to show this to my girlfriend first before, because I can't wait to see her face. I need to say it. So Bride of Reanimator comes with a booklet, surprisingly, but the only reason why I got it is because I got it for like $1 at a thrift shop. So let me know below in the comments if I'm not a huge horror fan, but if you still think that a non-horror person can appreciate it, I'll watch the first movie and then I'll watch this one. But other than that, I don't really have a huge impulse to watch this. I just got it because it was $1. RoboCop, haven't seen it since I was a kid. Limited edition, had to have it, which I'm surprised. Not this limited edition, but the steelbook is still in print and was on sale. in this last Easter sale. Super surprised. I really, really thought that this was going to go, you know, out of print quickly. I thought it was going to be another Old Boy, but I guess not. The Steelbook, still in the wrapping. Saw it at Best Buy at Black Friday. It's looking so lonely. So many people just walking by, cruelly ignoring it. It was crying for me. It wanted to come home with me, so picked it up. I don't know, maybe someday I'll sell it, especially if I'm in dire straits. But until then, I'm just going to keep it in the packaging for now. Ronin. Haven't seen it yet, but it's supposed to be really good. Is this a Street Fighter? I haven't seen this one either, but The Thing. This is another important horror movie. Had to have it for that reason. Limited edition is a little too steep for me right now, and I picked this up for like $35, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna grab it. And last one is Waterworld. Haven't seen it since I was a kid. Definitely interested in that that director's cut, or what is it, the Ulysses cut? I'll check it out someday. So that's it for my Arrow videos, except for 3 more that just came in, as well as another 3 that are on its way, but unfortunately are delayed due to 1 being on back order. So the other 3 that I got just yesterday. If you follow my Instagram, which I don't know why you would, because I'm pretty sure I haven't even put it on my YouTube page, but I got 3 new from the Easter sale. And I'm not going to talk about these. I'm just going to show them to you, and I'm going to talk about them in my haul video, where I'm going to put what I've gotten in the last couple weeks. The Taviani box set, which I think it was Elliot Cohen, maybe somebody else who again championed this. Wad of the Eye Steelbook. Probably the only way I was going to get the booklet as well, but also it's a Steelbook. If you can, got it for £5 too, so that was sweet. And 8 Hours Don't Make a Day. And 8 Hours Don't Make a Day, which if I like it, I'm probably going to get the Criterion as well, but definitely since it was out of print and going for like £15, gotta have it. So that is it for my Arrow videos. Again, if you have any suggestions, anything else that you think I should highly watch and recommend, just let me know. I am focusing mostly on limited editions right now, just because, again, they get more expensive, especially once they go out of print. And, you know, even if they're out of print, the longer time, they're just going to get even more expensive. So I am trying to juggle, you know, what's currently still in print that might go out of print soon versus what's been out of print and that I really want, like the Human Condition, you know, that Fassbender box set, which it's on the horizon. I see it. And the limited edition of With Noah and I, which I watched that movie. I loved it. It was funny. It was interesting. Characters were so well written. I really want it, but $150 or even $200 is really steep for one movie compared to, you know, the Fassbender box set going for that amount as well. And that has how many? Numbers right here, probably. So that's it for now. Just comment down below anything you want. Like this video if that's your thing. If you're cool with that, you know, that'd be cool. Subscribe. That'd be nice too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, right. No, I can't let it end like this. I forgot about my other drink. So there's no uncomfortable silence. You know what else I'm eyeing? More Second Sight limited editions. These British labels with their limited editions, they're killing me. Stuff that I want to get now that I'm afraid is going to get out of print, and so many of them don't tell you when they're going to go out of print. That's why I love Indicator so much. Indicator is so great about that. They tell you this is going to go out of print soon. This is low in price. Sometimes even down to the numbers. 5 copies left, 4 copies left. You know, I wish so many other labels would do that. That would be so appreciated, because I could, you know, see what I need to get now versus, what sometimes you think that, if you try to go by date, published, something that's been older, out for a while, that's still in print and limited edition, you might try to go for that, only to find out something that's only been like out 3 months is out of print already. So it's crazy. But definitely that second sight is what I'm eyeing. I want that Heimat box set that I think Elliot Cohen again has. It keeps popping up in my videos. Mr. Blendon. I don't know why, but that interests me, especially because it has a book. Upgrade, I've read good things about. The World on Wire, I think, or Mr. Something on Wire by another Fassbender movie. All those, unfortunately, Color of Pomegranates is out of print, because that's another one that, yes, it has a Criterion, but, it has a really thick book that I really want, just to help balance it out. That's one thing that I really appreciate it. I probably wouldn't get a limited edition that, the only thing limited is just the slipcase if it doesn't come with, a nice booklet or something like that. Otherwise, just get the standard, but this video brought to you by liquor and a ever shrinking wallet. So I'll see you guys in the next video.